Good day, fret friends. It is a great day. I have new tools, and I've not even checked them in the box yet. The box came a couple of hours ago, and I'm going to show you what I bought. And it's a fret pressing machine, and it wasn't cheap. And it's this gubbins here from GMC in Wales, and it's a Universal Fret Press. And I'm going to hopefully go through the pictures, and I can show you where we're at. There you go. And that's how the thing works. And it does all guitars, not just acoustics. Does glued in necks, set necks, blah 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 blah, everything. Every guitar. It does 3 different versions. I've got the big universal version. It does all guitars. It's got a special thing that goes under your sound hole there and supports underneath your sound hole, so you don't press into your guitar. So you get how that works. And I'm going to unbox it. I'm going to unbox it right now and show it you. So yeah, why I explain what it does. It's a fret pressing system. You see, I've got my own fret presser built from an arbor press, and that's great for guitars where you can remove a neck. And you can also do SGs on it if you angle the body a certain way, but you can't do Les Pauls and you can't do acoustics on it because I don't have enough adjustment on the arbor itself. So I wanted something. I do a lot of refrets, and acoustic guitars I have to hammer them in. And let me just explain before I start unboxing things. And I got a guitar in last month, and it's a 1959 Hofner President. It's a semi-acoustic thing, ever so weird shape. It's a 1959, it's older than me. I was born in 1965. And I was hammering the frets in and they weren't going in, and I thought, I shouldn't be doing this, I ain't got enough support underneath, I need a better system to hammer frets in anyway. And the neck was just that brittle, and the wood's that old and that brittle, it not been treated with oil, it wouldn't take the frets. So I thought, a couple of things I'm going to do. I'm going to, one, file the barbs on the frets so they're going easier, but 2, I need a better system for pressing in. I already knew about this GMC fret tool. Let me just get it up again on here, because he has 2 or 3 different versions, and he has one, just a small one, just for small, normal, thin guitars, and there's one for acoustic guitars, and he's got the universal one, which I've bought. And if I just go in there, and go again, GMC luthier tools, see if I can find it, and it's got a really simple device there, look. That's just for pressing them in over a neck area. You wouldn't get over the body or anything like that. So it's got all different variations on that tool. But anyway, I'm going to get back to the other one. I've got no idea how this one sets up properly. It's going to take a little bit of learning. But this came up, I think it was 443 quid, look, there you go. £433. So I've gone and bought it. I've spent a daft amount of money on tools this last few months. But anyway, I went and bought it, and it's arrived today, so I'm going to unbox it now. I'm going to get it out boxed, and I've not been inside it. And this is the box, and it's all packed up, and there you go. And this is just all packaging. These might come in handy one day, who knows. So here you go, various bits in various places. And I'm just going to put everything on the bench. Get these out of the way. And it's going to take a little bit of learning, this, because I don't know exactly how to use it. But it should solve all my fretting problems. So at the end of the day, I bought a £450 jig for a less than 400 quid job, as you do. So I spent more on my job than I'm going to get for the job. But that doesn't matter, because it's something I'm going to use in the future. And these are all the bits. There's another bit there. And I don't even know how I'm going to be storing this. I'm probably going to stick some hooks on the wall and have this hung up. Now this is the main part of the tool. The guitar's going to be the base part, because they're the feet in the shape of a cross, which works for me, that does, me being a Christian. So I'm going to stick that there, and there you go. And these are all the various parts. And you don't seem to be getting a lot for your money, I suppose, in a way. But at the end of the day, we don't look at it like that when we're in this business. I've been and spent nigh on £1,000 at Stumac since November on files. I spend a daft amount of money on tools, and what I do is money I make from this doing this job, I don't see it as profit, because it ain't profit. It buys me tools. I go buy tools with it. Anyway, so end of the day, it's a trade-off. You know, it's not cost me anything. I've fixed guitars and had some money put away. It's not that I don't make from it. I certainly do make from it. I bought 2 new guitars this year, worth £1,800, or cost £1,800, and I wouldn't have had them if I wasn't doing this job. So yeah, fantastic. And don't get me wrong, I'm not ungrateful at all. I love this. So yeah, just unpacking it, having a look. I knew it was very, very well made regardless. Laggy bands, I'm never short of laggy bands. I work for Royal Mail. Never short of laggies. I picked about 300 weight on them up outside my door before I was a postman. So, and there you go, that would be part of the, I don't know what it is. I do know what it is, I don't know what part that is, but obviously I'm going to have this semi-built up, and I'm probably going to hang it on a wall. So let's have a look inside the boxes. I don't know anybody else with this. I was not going to buy this one. I was going to buy a simpler version, just to do full-bodied guitars, you know, with the neck's not removed. But my friend Danny Lint over at Leicestershire Luthiers.co.uk says he's going to get one, but he's going to buy this one. Well, it got to the point where I needed it first, so I've gone and bought it. Now, maybe if he'd have bought it, I could have gone down. If I needed to use it, he'd let me go down to his workshop and use it there. But there you go, some little bits and bobs in there, hopefully some instructions in there. And I could have gone and used it down at Danny's, but I didn't want to do that. I thought, you know what, I'm going to have one myself. That's part of the neck holder. So all little bits and bobs in there. Little bits of wood for doing, I should imagine, supporting certain areas. I've got to learn all this. Crikey me, I've bitten off more than I can chew. Yeah, I always think that. So, wowzers, a lot to learn. But quality, you can tell it's quality gear. These are made to order. The guy who makes them, Gary Carter, I imagine that's his initials, GMC. GMC Luthier Tools. Very nice guy. Kept me informed of everything of the build and when it's going to be shipped and this, that and the other. It was not supposed to ship till today. It's now Friday the 12th of February, year of our Lord 2021. It was supposed to ship today, be here Monday, but it's here today. Anyway, just going to nip out of the room a minute. I'll be back in a second. I'm back. Totally forgot what I was talking about. One more box to undo, and then I can have a look in the booklet. I don't know what's happened there. It doesn't look like it's happened in transit. Is that in transit? I don't know. Well packed anyway, so I'm sure everything's going to be okay. I've never used to like using knives, and if I ever use them, I always cut away from the body. I just found myself cutting toward my body there. I know these blades are a little bit blunt, but I shouldn't do that. Surprised I did that. So anyway, here we go. Crikey me. Some bolts and some things and doofers, and that'll be my coils for pressing frets in. They're in there. Just waving at the neighbour's son over there. Young Marlet, young lad. So yeah, and these bits, various clamps and whatever. So, not anymore I can really tell you about it. This is the kit. I'm going to have a look in the box at the bits, check the checklist off and have a look how to construct it, build it and all that, and I'll come back and give you a glimpse of what it looks like later. I'm not going to be using it today, it's a job I'm going to be doing next week. There you go, £455.98 shipped. Not a cheap bit of kit. The place GMC Luthier Tools are based out on Mall Farm, Pembrokeshire. There you go, good stuff. blah 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 blah. So that's it. That's the unboxing. Back again. I did end the video in a certain place. I've just edited that bit out. I thought I was finished. I'm not finished. There's more bits to this than meets the eye. So I'm just going to move some things out of the way. There's more bits in here, and it makes sense now. There you go. There's this part, whatever this part is. So hopefully this video still makes sense. What I'm doing is I'm going to clip the end off. In fact, I'm going to film the end again. So there you go. This is the main gist of it as well. This is the bit that holds the fret press itself. Now, one thing that concerned me about this is, and it still is a bit of a concern, I suppose it will be till I get to use it, see how it works, is that the coils do not have a groove in them like the coils I have on my fret press. So I'm thinking, is there occasion for it to slip off the fret? Oh, so obviously the guitar is going to be secured in so it doesn't move. I'm waiting and anticipating being proved wrong and being joyful about it, because I'm sure I will see how the mechanism actually works. There you go, there you go. So where's this part? Let me just get this out of the way. Oh, that's the weighty part. Plenty of packaging in there, which is great to see. So there is this part here. And can you see that? And this is your fret press. This is what presses the frets in. So this bit slides up over where it needs to be. And I suppose this is going to go all over the place when I release it, because, yeah, it does. So there you go. This is your fret press. It works on this screw mechanism here, look. So yeah, so this goes up and down. How does it go up and down? Ah, right, so you've got these two gubbins here. There you go. And this will work on this principle. So I suppose you have to loosen these, bring them up. Oh, and they're blocking brackets. So it looks a little bit, might be a little bit complicated. Need to undo these so I can slide that up, bring it to the height it's needed. And what you do is you bring this over where you're going to be pressing, screw this all the way in. I suppose then when you coil in place, yeah, the coil slides in there and this presses down. Right, okay, I'm not sure you can see that from where, oh you can. You tighten that and that presses your fret in. Okay, with your coil in place. So yeah, good stuff. Yeah, that is a lock. Ah, right, okay. It's not completely locked in place. I get how it goes. There you go. This bit. There you go. And you'll lock that into position with these gubbins, I imagine. And then with your coil in there, tighten that down, and your coil presses the fret. So this will have to be in exact position. Of course, I don't know exactly how it's going to work just yet, because I've not got it built up. I'm seeing here. Yep. That bit and that bit will come together somehow. So, best thing for me to do is to go and look at the manual. And now there's no point me guessing things and prattling on about nonsense, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. So I've got all the bits. It's going to be great fun learning how all this works. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. But that's it. So before I do go, just remind you of I'll give you an update on this, all working and everything later on. This is just the unboxing video and me being all confused and prattling nonsense. And I doubt any of you really found this interesting, but I'm still going to put it on my YouTube page anyway and see what you all say. But anyway, this is done. So I'm just going to remind you of my website. It's fretfriend.co.uk. It's never been much use. I had one built for me. It wasn't that much cop. And what I've done is I've stripped that off. I've just put not a blank page, I put an opening page on there, but it's going to direct you back to my Facebook page. So the best place to get me, if you go to fretfriend.co.uk, it can just direct you to Facebook anyway. Best place to find any information out about me and what I do is facebook.com/ng17. That's facebook.com/NGONESEVEN. I am Victor, I am your fret friend. And until the next time, as always, God bless you. Be good to each other. and I'll see you next time.